we're back at the shop. The hood exit's fully welded. The manifold is fully welded, along with where the dump tube or the wastegate's gonna go. So I'm gonna install all this along with the shift linkage, and then once everything's installed, we're gonna figure out this pipe that needs to get redone and the dump tube itself. So once those two are good, I mean, that's it for the turbo kit. All I gotta do now is just start plugging in stuff. I gotta modify the cam trigger, well, on the exhaust side for the fuel tech. And then, oh, I gotta make an adapter for the crank sensor, because on the regular K series, it sits on the timing chain cover side. On the K24Z7 or like the newer K series, it sits behind, like down there in that area. So I just got to make an adapter to lengthen it so that way it can reach over here, and then wire it up for the crank sensor. And then, I mean, we're getting pretty close to a startup. I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. Everything's kind of going together pretty smooth. So, I mean, we'll see. Here we are. After a couple of days of work, we got the down pipe done, the turbo manifold done, one of the charge pipes done. I started wiring up the harness. A couple sensor differences between the 9th and regular K series. And then what else we gotta do? Oh, gotta shorten this. Miles is over there about to mess with the dump tube. You want to put it up in the air? I was about to put it in the air. You want to put it up in the air?
Okay.
Okay. Actually, let me plug this up. Plug this up. Dang. Yeah, so while I'm putting this up, we got pretty far with the car. We're hoping to maybe start it up tomorrow. I just got to bring the injectors for this tomorrow. They're at my house, and I was going to clean them with my injector cleaner. So I'll bring them here, clean them, and yeah, hopefully start it up, throw some fluids in there. Oh, I got to make an adapter for the crank position sensor, because it's different on the K24Z7 compared to the regular K series. So the plug came in today, so I'll bring that tomorrow and do that. And yeah, we're getting there. Today's the next day, and dog, when I tell you it is hot, it is freaking hot. But for the love of cars, we're gonna make some stuff happen. So right now, I'm wiring up the car, and I just finished making a crank position sensor adapter for the K24Z7, because the crank position sensor sits at a different location compared to the regular K series. So I made an adapter, and I didn't loom it yet because I want to make sure it's working right, because we're actually trying to start this whole today. So I got that good. I got that going. Put some grounds on. Wired up the injectors. I need to change the valve cover real quick, because this one's cracked. It's broken. I don't know how it got broken. So we got plenty of them. I'm gonna swap it out real quick. That way I can start throwing some spark plugs and the coil packs in. And yeah, we're pretty close to getting a first startup on this motor. Kind of curious to see how it's going to sound, because it's got the 4-inch and the big ass turbo, so we'll see how that goes. I'm charging up the battery right now. Miles should be on the way soon with his laptop and a little bit of oil, so we can prime this thing and get it going. All right, so Fuel system's good. It's all primed up. Motor's all primed up. Building oil pressure is building fuel pressure. No leaks so far. We haven't hooked up any of the coolant stuff yet because we want to get it started up. So yeah, we should be getting the first start up here pretty soon. We're just doing a final check over, and we'll light it up. All right, try it. Pablo. Here's the crank sensor adapter I made for the car. So originally the race car was wired up for like the K24 style, right? And on the K24Z, I guess it's the same like wiring as the K20. So instead of me, de-pinning that on the race car and then make an adapter here, because I'm gonna have to make it anyway. So I just left it. I left the harness on the car alone, and I just made an adapter and just wired it for the way that it needed to be. So there's that. And the main reason why I had to make the adapter is because on the car, it was originally wired up for the regular K series crank sensor, which sits over here by the crank pulley. The crank pulley on top and on the timing chain cover. So, and on the K24Z, it's over here, right? So clearly that's not gonna reach if I try to pull it over there. So that's the reason why I made the adapter. So just bought the connector online, wire it up, and it's good to go. Clearly from the startup. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna lube this up really nice and pretty and then reinstall it back in the car. Just finished lubing it up. Now it looks all pretty. So now that this is all lubed up, I'm gonna go install it and then tie it out the way, and then it should be good. All right, so now that Miles's car is actually good to go, well, it's not good to go, but it's able to like turn on its own. Which all we gotta do is just pretty much just button up everything and then throw it on the dyno, and yeah, then we can go do some testing with his. But right now he's out of town for a couple weeks, so that gave me the excuse to hop back on my car and get some progress back on that thing going. So right now, and I already did it, I started running some intercooler piping for the air to water setup. I'll just show you guys real quick like what I did so far. Ran one of the pipes already. It's all tacked up and marked. Now that this one's good, I'm gonna work over here, but I don't have any piping for this because it uses 3.5 on this side. So some of that's supposed to be coming in tomorrow. And once it does, I'll just finish up this side, finalize it all, and then I'll fully weld it. And then I gotta get a blow off valve bung welded in as well. But I mean, I could do that later on, it's not a big deal. So once that's done, I already started, I cut off the old bar fittings for this heat exchanger, and I tacked on 2 16/8 bungs. And once I'm done with the piping, I'll throw that back in, and I guess I could just start plumbing up some stuff. I got word back from my harness guy. He said it should be done pretty quick, or I mean, not done pretty quick. The engine harness should be done pretty soon. So that'll be nice because I can start wiring up this thing so we can get a little startup on this thing. So yeah, I guess I'm jumping back on this thing while Miles is away. So that's where we at so far. Got a nice little package that came in today. I haven't opened it up yet. I just crossed off my my little address because I don't want you motherfuckers knowing where I live. So let's see what we got in here. Sometimes I be forgetting like what I'd be ordering. So it's a little tough with one hand. Coming down finger. All right, let's see what we got. What we got. Oh, cool. So these are, I think one's a coolant temp sensor, like a AEM style, and the other one's IAT, I think. Let's see which one's which. This one seems to be, I don't know. Oh, they even, damn, that sucks. I already ordered a bung too. Oh, I guess I got extra. Let's see which one's which. Oh yeah, so this is the coolant temp and this is the IAT. So when the harness is here, I could actually just start welding up these 2 bungs that are here. Where they gotta go. One goes on the throttle body side where the intercooler pipe goes, and then this one goes on the it'll go somewhere. It'll go somewhere over here. I don't know where yet. I gotta see where it is on the harness, and I guess I'll just go off of that. So we got these. We good. So we getting close to a startup. Hopefully soon. Maybe at the end of this, hopefully sometime this month I can get this thing started up and move it in and out without having to push it, because that shit is getting old real quick. But yeah, it's looking really good now. So I just finished welding up the one of the charge pipes. It's good to go. I'll install it later. And right now, I just finished welding a bracket that's right there to hold that pipe. And I'm gonna install the fuel rails because I have my harness is actually done. I just got word. So now what I'm gonna do is install some stuff, just like the injectors, a couple of the water lines, and just get something done on this because I have a lot to do on it and I want to get this thing running. So that's where we at right now. Figured I'd show you guys. So right now I'm running 2 sets, not even 2 sets, I guess it's 1 set. One set of alpha injection 2600 cc's. Then I got some P2R fuel rails, and that should be plenty of fuel for what I want to do with the car. I would like to run 2 sets of injectors on both banks, but I ain't got another $2,000 for another set of injectors. Going from the K series to the J, there's some stuff that's pretty much kind of the same price or it's cheaper, but so far the injectors have been like the most expensive part on my build so far. Yeah, that's what these are going into. All the fuel. All right, so right now I'm gonna weld this intercooler pipe together. It's for the throttle body side. This one's actually really easy to do, so I'm gonna just knock it out real quick, and I think that'll be it for me today. So weld that there, and then put a B-roll on this side, and then I'm done. Here's the weld on the pipe. Not too bad. It'll get the job done. So I'm gonna go throw this on and see how the fitment is. There's the fitment. Fits it there nice and snug. Just gotta play with the couplers a little bit more. I'm happy with it. I'm almost to the point where I'm kind of overworking on this car. It's been so much work, but I just want to hear it run. So if anything, I'll just change my mind and I'll switch up later on. More pipe instead of coupler. That's how she sits though, so far. So I switched back over to the oil pan. So I didn't like how the first one came out on this car. So I'm over here doing a new one. So I bought a brand new oil pan, and a couple reasons why I don't like how I did the first one was I cut a little bit too much material for my liking. 2, it warped a little bit. Because this part, the pan wasn't bolted down or anything while I was welding, so it caused the flange part to like warp a little bit. 3, it was just so dirty. Even though I hot tanked it and everything, it was still really dirty. It was like oil and a bunch of stuff inside of it, and anybody that welds knows like cast aluminum is just a pain in the butt to weld. So bought a brand new one, and it's perfectly clean, so it should hopefully make welding a lot more easier to do on the pan. So right now you can see I'm just tracing out what needs to be covered up and boxed in, and then once that's all cut out, I'm going to tack it up in place. And then I have this like little board that I borrowed from Miles while he was away. I'm just gonna bolt it down to this, and it should prevent any type of like warping or anything like that. So it'll be a nice, bolt on deal. So yeah, just stick around. You'll see me cutting this bad boy out. Alrighty, so finished cutting all the pieces of aluminum to block everything off. It's all good. I even put some threaded holes in here so I could bolt this down to this plate. So it shouldn't warp like the last one did. So if that's the case, all I gotta do is weld this fully, throw a bung on the back somewhere, and throw this in the car, and then I got myself a way better oil pan than what I have inside the car right now. So yeah. Boy, that mask is hot. It is so hot. Y'all have no idea. I think there's like a heat wave going on right now. I think it's like 100 and like, I don't know, what, 5 degrees, 9 degrees, right around there. And I have the garage door closed because there's like a little bit of a breeze, so it'll like blow the arc out and then mess up all the welds. But yeah, I mean, welded it. Took a long time, and it took a lot of preheating to get this thing welded up, but it's still a little bit dirty. You know, everybody that welds cast aluminum knows the struggle. But yeah, I got it done. Let me show you guys real quick. There it is. Cast aluminum is like a pain in the ass to weld, especially this much. A bung, you know, it's not too bad, but as soon as you weld like a big piece like this, you know, it's a little bit of a challenge, but I got past it. So I feel a lot more confident with this pan compared to the one that's inside the car. Right now I'm just letting it cool off. Everything's still bolted down so it won't warp like the last one did. And yeah, weld the bung where I feel like it's gonna go, and then got myself an oil pan. I'll probably seal up the motor, and you know, I think I could fill it up with oil once it's in. So all right, so that's it for this episode, I guess. It's probably not really an episode. It's just a quick update on the J swap and Miles's car. So, but yeah, we're making progress. And hopefully get these cars up soon. Oh, by the way, harness came in. Yes, sir. Harness came in. Well, I went and picked it up yesterday. It's about an hour and a half away from me. So I went and picked it up yesterday and started running it, making sure some stuff, you know, fits where it's supposed to. And it does. Firmworks down there in Escondido. He does a lot of big names all over the country, and yeah, so he took on the challenge. He really wanted to do the J to K all-wheel drive HN, and yeah, a lot of meticulous work went into this. The cool part is, what I really love about the J, let me put this bread down real quick. Cool part about the J is I like how much of a dummy it is as a motor. Like, it doesn't have a VTC, it doesn't have the VTC actuator, so there's a lot more sensors that aren't there compared to like the K series. So it keeps the motor really dumb, and it basically, you know, it's just a lot less to worry about that could go wrong with the motor, you know. But the reason I'm a big fan of the J is because, one, it's a V6, you know, there ain't no replacement for displacement. But two, it's just a really dumb motor. And that's what, it's just very simple. And it's very simple to work on, you know, so. And they're freaking cheap. I have another one over there that's supposed to be that's the one I'm building, and then I'm gonna rock this stock block for 500-600 horsepower just to learn it, because, you know, I ain't trying to blow up that thing over there, you know, off rip. So yeah. Harness is here. It's got the let's see if I can grab it. It's got the quick disconnect. And then show you the inside of the car. Hey, don't mind the inside of the car, dude. It's a disaster. I got my relay box over here. Got the other end for the quick disconnect. It's for the fuel tech. And oh yeah, and then it's a switch panel. It's everything I need. And then I got, you know, my windows. Got my turn signals because I do drive this thing on the street. So yeah, I'm getting there. A lot of work that still needed to be done, but I'm making my way. But that's it, y'all. That's it for this episode and update. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.